Okay, so we are back again with a strategic timeout. So let's start with a new example. This is pretty much more complicated than the recent one. I hope that you have got all the concepts which we were discussing for the lecture 6th and recently in the lecture 7th for the last 30 to 35 minutes. So let's proceed further with a new example saying that curl of k cap over r. Here r is not in vector form but in magnitude form, saying r, the value of r will be equals to x square plus y square plus z square and the whole power is 1 over 2. The whole power is half, or you can say the 1 by 2 is the power here. So we are supposed to prove that this value will equals to this. So let's find out that how we can do this. So let's proceed with the example here. Okay, for this example we are going to get del cross k cap over r. So the value will exist only for the k cap component, saying for r vector only. So what the values will be here? The values will be for the cross product, saying I cap, j cap, k cap. This is curly over curly x, curly over curly y, curly over curly z, and the components here is 0, 0 but 1 over r. So this will be the components here. So the component will exist only for I or for j but not for k vector, because when you are going to calculate the components for k vector, you will end up having curly 0 over curly x and curly 0 over curly y, which has no use here. So let's begin with I cap. So what do we have? We will have curly over curly y for 1 over r minus this is again 0. So I am not wasting my time for this kind of bullshit. You can go through yourself. Plus we will go for j cap here. When you write j cap positive, then when you are proceeding like this in this way, you will go for this, and the values here will be negative for your sense, saying this will be the minus of curly over curly x for 1 over r. Okay, so we are supposed to calculate this value here. So what is the value for this derivative we will get? The values we get here will be, this is minus j cap curly over curly x for 1 over r plus I cap curly over curly y for 1 over r. So this is what we are going to deal with. Okay, let me say this is positive j cap because we have differentiated 1 over r for this. So the values will be minus 2. This is multiplied with 2. So the minus minus is positive here. This is the value here is, sorry, there is not 2. The minus 1 got multiplied here. So for this 1 over r square and again curly r over curly x plus, sorry, this time it is not plus but it is minus I cap 1 over r square curly r over curly y. Again you remember what the value of this and what will be the value of this. So writing down all the values here, let's say we have taken constant here r square. So remaining is j cap x by r plus, sorry, not plus but minus I cap y over r. Okay, so we will have this result here. We can again take r common outside and we will have this calculus here, minus I cap y plus j cap x upon r cube. So this is what we will have for our result. saying this, and this is the RTP we are required to prove, or we are supposed to prove. So we have proved it here. So this is how you're going to deal with such kind of questions if you've been asked in your exams. Keep in mind all these results, because these are again important examples. All the examples which were discussed in the previous lecture, saying lecture 6th, and now which I have been discussing in the lecture 7th, all are important examples according to your exam point of view, and also to give you a perfection in your calculus, saying if you are going to deal with this kind of examples, then you will go through a proper facing. So you can take a screenshot, let me be aside for your reference, and then we will clear this off and proceed with a new example here. Hope you have done with the screenshot. So let me clear this off, and we will going to deal with the new example. Okay, so the example we are going to talking about here is the curl of r vector over r cube is equal to 0. We are supposed to prove that the curl of r vector over r cube will approach to 0. So let's say how we will gonna prove this. We will prove this step by step, saying the value of r vector and the value of r cube here. Del cross r vector over r cube, this is the cross product here. This is not the scalar multiplication, but it is the cross product you see. So how we write the determinant here? The determinant is written in the form I cap, j cap, k cap, and rest of this, which is curly over curly x, saying curly over curly y, curly over curly z. And again for r vector, if it is r vector, then it certainly have components saying I cap x, j cap y, and k cap z. So writing all the components here, x over r cube, y over r cube, and again z over r cube, and you can take r cube outside of this derivative, but we cannot take it because it is not a constant. Because r cube has all the components saying the x component, the y component, the z component, and it is also been considered in curly over curly x, curly over curly y, and curly over curly z. So we cannot take it outside of the determinant here. So let's proceed further for our calculation. Saying for I cap, we will gonna have curly over curly y, for z r cube, minus curly over curly z for y over r cube, okay, plus j cap. We are following this order, and now we will follow this order. Curly over curly z, x over r cube, minus curly over curly x for z over r cube. Again plus k cap, let me write it here, curly over curly x, y over r cube, we will follow the same order, minus curly over curly y, x over r cube. Okay. Now we are supposed to go through the derivatives for x upon r cube, for the x axis, for y axis, and for z axis components. So the values of partial derivative, and after solving this, we will end up having this value, taking few things common and solving all the partial derivatives, and you can consider it as your homework. You are supposed to do it yourself. We will end up having minus 3 over r raised to power 4 and I cap z curly r over curly y I cap z curly r over curly y minus y curly r over curly z. Well, I cap is for all of this, plus j cap again the curly bracket. For j cap we will have curly over curly z for yes x, curly over curly z for r minus z curly r over curly x plus k cap we will end up having y curly r over curly x minus x curly r over curly y. If you remember the values saying curly r over curly x, curly r over curly y and curly r of curly z, having the values saying x over r, y over r and z over r respectively. So we will put all these values in this equation and we will have we will end up having an equation saying, so this is it. We will gonna have all these values. Let's say I should clear this off and we will put all the values here. So what the values will be? Minus 3 r raised to power 4 I cap z y over r. What I am writing here? I am solving this value. I am solving this, and then again minus y z over r plus j cap x z over r minus z x over r plus k cap y x over r minus x y over r. You see from where all these values been written? The values are written in a manner saying, for curly r or curly y the value written is this, for this particular equation the value written is this, for this the value is this, and for this one the value is this. Also for this one the value approaches to this, and for this remaining the value is this. If you see all the values here saying, either you can take r common outside, but you do not need so, because we will going to have all these values will approach to 0. Saying zy over r minus yz over r, there is no difference, there is no difference in order when the quantities are scalar, because all these quantities, the yz, zy are scalar here, because they do not have unit vector, even they have outside but not inside. So this value approaches to 0. Similarly, this value again approaches to 0, and the remaining value will also approaches to 0. So this is the common scalar subtraction. This value will approach to 0, so this is again approach to 0. So this is what we are supposed to prove, and we have done with our calculus here. So again, congratulations, we are done with the new example. So this is proved. You can take a screenshot for your reference. Sorry, no, the whole calculus is here, but you can take the screenshots step by step. Again I have, so this is all for the calculation for gradient, the calculation for divergence and the calculation for curl. But now we will gonna deal with some vector identities. So how the vector identities are formed and how it's been proved and how these identities are calculated, let's find out, let's check it out. First of all, according to our tradition, let me clear this off and then we will proceed further. Okay, we got some vector identities over here. So let's see what kind of vector identities we have. First of all, the vector identity we have is the curl of gradient of a function will be 0. Let's find out. Say this is our vector identity saying curl of gradient of any function will approach to 0, where phi is a scalar function. Phi is a scalar function, and every time when you have, and the whole gradient phi will be a vector function, because curl will exist only for a vector quantity and the gradient will exist only for a scalar quantity. So let's see what we can do with this. So first of all, let's say we got a function saying gradient of phi. What will be the value of gradient of phi? This is the simple operation, simple product operation for del operator and the function phi. This will equals to I cap curly over curly x for phi plus j cap curly phi over curly y plus k cap curly phi over curly z. Okay, we have this. So let's do what we can do with this. Let's say this is equation 1. We have found out the gradient, so let's find out curl of gradient of the function phi. Again you come up with a determinant saying I cap, j cap, k cap, and the partial derivative functions curly over curly x, curly over curly y, and curly over curly z, and the gradient function curly phi over curly x, curly y over curly y, curly phi over curly y, sorry, and curly phi over curly z. Again we will go through with our unit vector representation for the curl, saying I cap, writing the functions for I cap will be equals to curly square phi, curly y curly z, I can write it down here, minus again curly square phi, curly z, curly y, okay, plus j cap. The functions will be curly square phi, curly z, curly x, minus curly square phi, curly x, curly z, plus k cap. The function will be curly square phi upon curly x, curly y, minus the curly square phi curly y, curly x. So now if you can see, all these functions are identical in a sense saying the functions, this function is equal to this one is equal to this, and again this one equals to this. So all of these quantities will approach to 0, this will approach to 0, again this one also approach to 0, and this one will also approach to 0. Hence all the quantities approaching to 0, so it means that the curl of that particular quantity, the curl of gradient of a function will be 0. Curl of gradient of a function, or mathematically you can write del cross del phi will be equal to 0. This is a vector identity, or you can say this is a vector calculus identity. In sense you can say calculus identity. That sounds pretty much physicist, you can say. It's not some kind of that. You can take a screenshot for your reference, then we will proceed further with the new identity. I hope you are done with the screenshot, so let's proceed further with the new identity. This is the curl of gradient of a function. So the next identity will be the divergence of curl of a vector field. So what it will be, let's find out. Okay, let me clear this off. Okay, as we have cleared off our board, so we are ready for new identities here. The new identity is saying that divergence of curl of a vector field will approach to 0. So let's see how we can do that. So let's begin with the example. First of all, let me solve the inner term saying the curl of A, then we will solve the divergence for that. So what will be the value of curl, and let's find out what will be the value for divergence. If you remember, the value of curl of A vector will be equals to the determinant I cap, j cap, k cap, curly over curly x, curly over curly y, and curly over curly z, and the component saying ax, ay, or maybe az. These are the components. So what the value will be? The value will be I cap curly ay, curly az over curly y minus curly ay over curly z plus j cap. This is j cap. So the value will be curly over curly x for az minus curly ax over curly z. Yes, we are in the same order. Plus k cap. The value will be curly a over curly x for ay minus curly over curly y for ax. So this will be the value of curl of a vector field, and every time you know that when you proceed for curl of a vector field, you will end up having a vector quantity. So every time when you have a vector quantity, you can calculate two dimensions here, two calculus dimension, one of which is the divergence and the second of which is the curl. So we have calculated curl here. So let's find out divergence of curl of this particular field. Let's say this is equation 1. Well, I do not need to mention it. So let's proceed. So let's proceed with remember, this has to be written in this symbol only. Divergence of curl of A. Dot product will be according to I cap dot I cap, j cap dot j cap, and k cap dot k cap. Curly over curly x for curly az over curly y, curly ay over curly z plus curly over curly y for curly az curly x minus curly ax over curly z plus curly over curly z for curly ay over curly x minus curly ax over curly y. So we are supposed to calculate this one. So what the values will be here. So let's find out what the values will be. Saying the curly over curly x, curly square az, curly x curly y minus curly square ay curly x curly z plus curly square az curly y curly x minus curly square ax curly y curly z plus curly square ay curly z curly x minus curly square ax curly z curly x. So we will cancel out the terms which are looking similar in magnitude but opposite to their sign. So let's see which quantities will approach to 0. This one, let's find out this quantity where it is. It is here, sorry, not here, but it is here. We can cancel curly square ax it is here. So where it is curly over ax, we have missed a quantity. There is some kind of mistakes here. So what mistake is it? Sorry, let me take into consideration. Let me find out the similar quantities. This is curly ay over curly x. Okay. So let's find out this quantity curly x curly y. So where it is curly x curly y? Here it is. Curly square az curly x curly y. This must be written in opposite order, say. This is cancelled by this quantity. Curly square ay curly x curly z. This been cancelled with this quantity, and this is the remaining been cancelled by each other. This should not be x, but it should be y here. These two again cancelled, so this will again approach to 0. Del dot del cross A vector. So this is again proved. This is again a calculus quantity, a calculus identity. You can take a screenshot for your reference. Let me be aside. Hope you have done with the screenshot. So let's proceed further for a new vector identity. This time we will not gonna to prove the things equals to 0, but we will have a certain quantity referring from one quantity to another dimension, from one dimension to another. Let's find out. Okay, first we should clear off our board according to our tradition. Okay, so we have a identity saying we are supposed to prove. This is also a question and also an calculus identity saying curl of A. Listen, curl of A vector will be equal to gradient of divergence of A vector minus del square A vector. So let's find out if this quantity will approach to this. Mathematically you can express is del cross A vector del dot A minus del square A vector. So this is what we are going to prove, and this you can consider as a vector quantity saying A cross B cross C is equal to B A cross C minus C A cross B. Okay, let's find out if this quantity will approach to this. We will take example of this quantity and then we will going to proceed step by step. So let's start. So let's start the proof by calculating del cross A vector. again I cap, j cap, k cap, curly over curly x, curly over curly y, curly over curly z, and the components ax, ay, az. This is I cap, curly over curly y for az minus curly over curly z for ay plus j cap. We will follow this sequence, curly over curly z for ax minus curly over curly x for az plus k cap curly over curly x for ay minus curly over curly y for ax. So this is it, and now we are supposed to calculate again the curl for this quantity. So let's find out. Del cross a vector will be equals to determinant again I cap, j cap, k cap, and we will solve for curly over curly x, curly over curly y, curly over curly z for curly az over curly y minus curly ay over curly z, curly ax over curly z minus curly az over curly x, and the remaining quantity curly ay over curly x minus curly ax over curly y. So let's proceed. Okay, we will find out only for I cap say, and then we will do the procedure for rest of saying j cap or k cap. We are not going to calculate all of this, because if we are going to calculate all of this, the calculation will be complicated and complicated and complicated. So reducing all the complication, stepping towards the simplification, let's find out the x component saying this. The component x, let's say here del cross A, the x component has been solved for I cap. Okay, for I cap it will be not here, I cap for curly over curly y for curly ay, curly x minus curly ax over curly y, again minus curly over curly z for curly over curly z for curly ax over curly z minus curly az over curly x. So we are going to calculate for this. Okay, so what the calculation will be? Proceed step by step. This is equals to I cap curly square ay curly y curly x and curly square ax curly y square. Let's see, curly square ay curly y curly x minus curly square ax over curly y square, again minus curly square ax over curly z square minus minus plus this time, curly square az, curly z, curly ax. So this is the x component here. We have write down the component x here. So the component x will be equals to that. So now proceeding further, we will sort out few things, like saying if we come up with these results, what the values will be here. Let me clear this off. This has no use by now. Okay. So what the value for that function? So what the value is it? We are finding value for del cross A vector and the x component. For the x component we have write down this equation here. We will solve this. Let's say this A component must have few more values, like saying let me add and subtract a value and complete all this. This doesn't have the value saying curly square ax over curly x square, and then the value will be completed. For this I cap, curly square ay, curly y curly x minus curly square ax over curly y square, again minus curly square ax curly z square plus curly square az over curly z curly x. So this is what the equation was, but for our simplification, let me add and subtract a quantity, curly square ax over curly x minus curly square ax over curly x square. I hope this will doesn't change any, this will not produce any kind of change, because we have added the quantity and subtract the same quantity here. So what the values will be? I cap, take all these three values, saying this one and this one. We will end up having a new quantity. For x component, let's say we do not need to symbolize I cap because I cap is understood here. So what do we have? So we will have, we do not need to symbolize because this is already understood, minus curly square ax over curly x square, sorry, this is plus curly square over curly y square plus curly square over curly z square for the vector component saying ax. So this is what we will have, okay. And the remaining, what is the remaining? The remaining is curly square ay, this one and again this one. So remaining is curly square ax over curly x square plus curly square ay curly x curly y plus curly square az curly z curly x. So this is what remaining is. If you see this, what it approaches to you, what does it appears to you? It appears as the divergence square, del dot del. This appears as del square, you can write it as del square. And what does this remaining quantity will have? Okay, let's check it out. What does this quantity will have? Minus del square ax, I can say, okay, plus let's say curly over curly x outside, and what remaining is curly ax over curly x plus curly ay over curly y plus curly az over curly z. So that remains. So what does this quantity equals to? This quantity equals to del dot Z. Remember the divergence, we calculated the divergence here. This quantity will be equals to del dot A vector. Remember, this is the divergence. So what does this will equals to? Minus del square Ax plus del by del x of divergence of A. This is only the x component. We are supposed to calculate the same things for the y component and the z component, and then we will have the quantity saying this again and again repeating, okay, plus curly over curly x for the x components and curly over curly y for the y component and curly y and curly over curly z for the z component. This again represents the gradient here. This again represents gradient. So what we will have, let me, you can take a screenshot for your reference, then I will clear of the remaining. Okay, we shall use this workplace for us. We have a space here. Let's see, we will use it. For y component, what we will have? Del cross A y will be equal to, this will equals to minus del square A y plus curly over curly y del dot A vector for z component del cross A vector, z component will be equals to minus del square Az del over del z del dot A vector. We got all these three equations, then we will sum up all these components and we will end up having a new quantity for our reference. Let me clear this off again, saying this is as equation 1. This is equation 1 and this you say equation 2 and this equation 3. You can take a screenshot, then we will add all the quantities saying equation 1, equation 2 and equation 3, and then we will find out a new quantity saying. Let me clear this off from here. Okay, so by now we have all the equations, equation 1, equation 2 and 3, and this is not calculated for the x component, this is the generalized form. So what does the generalized form will equals to? The generalized form will equals to I cap del cross A vector x component plus j cap del cross A y component plus k cap del cross A z component. Okay, we will have all these components, and when we will sum up all the values, putting all the values up there and then sum up, we will end up having few things saying minus del square ax plus ay plus az. Okay, ax plus ay plus az, having I cap, j cap and k cap components, all of these components, plus what? Plus having I cap curly over curly x, j cap curly over curly y, k cap curly over curly z into del dot A. So what it is? This is the gradient of that quantity. gradient of divergence of A vector minus del square A vector. So the value of curl of A vector is equals to the gradient of divergence of A vector minus del square A vector. This is what we are supposed to prove, and we have proved it. This is again a vector identity, and I hope you can prove this easier and will no complications. So try one time, try yourself, and you can take a screenshot. Let me be aside. Okay, hope you have done with your screenshot. We have only single vector quantity remaining. Let's discuss it. It will take only 5 to 10 minutes, not much more than that. So let's begin with the remaining vector identity. So let's clear this off. Okay, so this is the last remaining quantity, sorry, not quantity but the identity. It took me too much long to calculate all these calculations. So let me start with the remaining identity saying del dot A cross B. This is del dot A cross B, and this will equals to B dot del cross A minus A dot del cross B. This is same as that of the previous quantity we have discussed, so let's start with it. So first of all, we are supposed to calculate the vector product of A cross B. We will start with the LHS and we will get the RHS through our calculations. So let's begin with. So let's start the proof here. A vector cross B vector. Again, we will need a determinant here, but this determinant will be easier than that of the previous determinants. The components for all the vectors, and this will equals to I cap AY BZ minus AZ BY plus J cap AZ BX minus AX BZ plus K cap AX BY minus BX AY. Okay, this is A cross B. So now we will find out the divergence for this. So the divergence will be del dot A cross B will equals to I cap curly over curly X plus J cap curly over curly Y plus K cap curly over curly Z dot. This is it. So what remains is I cap AY BZ minus AZ BY plus J cap AZ BX minus AX BZ plus K cap AX BY minus bx ay. Okay, the product will be I cap with I cap, j cap will go with j cap, and k cap will go with k cap. Okay, curly over curly x, ay bz minus az by. Okay, plus curly over curly y for az bx minus ax bz plus curly over curly z for ax by minus bx ay. This is the basic calculations we come up with. So what does this basic calculation will equals to? This will again simplified using del u dot v, uv, the product of two different function and their differentiation. The differentiation of product of two functions, saying curly over curly x for uv, then it will approach to u curly v over curly x plus v curly u over curly x. So let's proceed in the same way. Here we have two functions saying ay bz, az by. So first let's solving these. We will end up solution which is pretty much bigger equation. Okay. First say ay, then curly bz over curly x, then bz curly ay over curly x minus curly over minus az curly by over curly x, again minus by constant curly az over curly x, and so on. It will go in the same manner. Okay, we are not calculating all this because if we are going to do with this calculation, the video will be pretty much longer and maybe you will skip some important points. We will talk only about the points only. Now it will keep on going in the same way. You will end up having these 4 into 3 about 12 different quantities here, and we will solve for all these quantities. The solution will be here. You see it is ay, then you will find out ay somewhere else. You see bz, you will find out two components for bz. You see az, you will find out components for az. You see by, then you will find out components for by. And similarly for ax, ay, az, bx, by, bz. All of these 6 into 6 was 6 plus 6. There will be 12 components for you. So for those all 12 components, you can say that the del cross A, this is it, the del cross A we know that del cross A will be equals to, there will be the component saying I cap, there will be the component for j cap and the component for k cap. I cap del cross A, the x component plus j cap del cross A, the y component plus k cap del cross A, the z component. We will solve for all these components, and we know that all of these components are being written in the same form above here. This equation will carry all those components form, and those all components form will be written in the same manner as you take ax for common first time, and then you will take ay, you will take az, and then the same process will be repeating for bx, by and bz. So there will be 12 cases, and solving for all those 12 cases, this is for del cross A, and similarly you will find out del cross B there. Similarly, del cross B will be find out. Also, del cross B vector will have all the components saying vector component along x plus j cap del cross B vector along y plus k cap del cross B vector along z direction. Keep in mind, this is the equation which is the mother of all these equations. Okay, this equation is the mother, you can say, because all these results will be find out by solving this equation. You are supposed to solve this equation by saying into your textbook or maybe using your calculus practicing. Let me proceed further by solving this. You can take a screenshot for your reference, then I will clear this off and proceed further. Okay, let's proceed further. Okay, so what do all these equations will end up saying when we have del dot A cross B will be equals to what this it will equals to? This will equals to Bx del cross A vector along x axis plus By del cross A vector y axis plus Bz del cross A vector having z component plus the same thing will be repeated, the same process will be repeating for B vector, say minus Ax del cross B vector x component plus Ay del cross B vector y component plus Az del cross B vector z component. So this is the component for our solutions. So what does this equals to? This will equals to B vector dot del cross A vector minus A vector dot del cross B vector. Okay. Again, one more identity is proved. So this is the proof here. We have proved this quantity again. So this is the this is one of the most important vector identities in our series. So this is for today. Thank you for watching this video. Have a great day ahead and happy learning.